Hi, welcome to the tutorial on managing cash calls. The objectives of this tutorial are to understand cash calls, create cash calls, invoice the cash calls, manage the cash calls, and review the cash call ledger. Cash calls are requests for funds from the managing partner to the partners of a joint venture. The managing partner uses the funds to manage the expenses of the joint venture. When the expenses are distributed to the partners during the distribution process, the amounts are drawn from the partners' cash calls until the cash calls get depleted. To use cash calls in your joint venture, you must first create a cash call for each partner using the cash call definition program, PO9J40. You enter the partner from whom to collect the cash, the amount to be collected, the joint venture associated with the cash call, and the effective date of the cash call. To create a cash call for a specific project within the joint venture, you add additional information, such as joint venture parent business unit and business unit that the cash will be used for, the accounts associated with the type of expenses for which the cash will be used, and so on. To use the cash call exclusively for the partner, project, business unit, and accounts that you have entered, select the exclusive checkbox. When you mark a cash call as exclusive, only this cash call will be used to draw cash for the project. The system will not use other cash calls even when cash is depleted from this cash call. Also, the system will not draw on this cash call for other projects. After you have completed creating the cash call, you are ready to invoice the partner for the amount in the cash call. To invoice the partner, you must set the cash call status to available to invoice. To invoice the cash call, you use the Create JV Cash Call Invoices program, RO9J610. You can run this batch process for a specific cash call by selecting Submit Invoice on the row menu of the Work with Cash Call definition form. Or you can run this process for multiple cash calls through the standard batch versions form. Now, let's see how the managing partner can manage the cash calls. The managing partner can transfer cash call balances to other cash calls, close cash calls, and refund the remaining amounts to the partners. To carry out these processes, you must perform two actions: create a request for the transfer or refund, and process the transfer or refund. Now, let's see how to perform these tasks easily from within the cash call definition program, PO9J40. To create a transfer request, select the cash call and from the row menu, select Transfer to Existing. You also have the option to transfer to a new cash call. Similarly, to close a cash call and refund the amount to the partner, select Close Cash Call. Based on your action, the system displays a form with the associated information. Review the information in the form and enter values wherever necessary. Then, process the transfer by selecting Submit Transfer. Similarly, to process the closed and refund of a cash call, select Submit Close. Each action you can take for a cash call will create documents such as invoices, vouchers, and journal entries. You can review the documents using the cash call ledger. Access the cash call ledger for a cash call by selecting Review Ledger on the row menu. To review a document, select the associated transaction type record in the grid, and from the row menu, select Document Detail. To learn more about how to manage cash calls, visit the set of task-based tutorials, Managing Cash Calls in the Learning Path, Creating and Managing Joint Ventures in JD Edwards EnterpriseOne. You can access the learning path from learnjde.com. Thanks for watching.